Welcome to Code with Shaz. In this video, we're going to dive into some exciting new JSON functions introduced in SQL Server 2022. JSON continues to play a significant role in modern application development, and SQL Server is making it easier than ever to work with JSON data. Today, we will cover three powerful new functions: JSON path exists, JSON object, and JSON array. Whether you are a seasoned SQL developer or just getting started, this video will walk you through everything you need to know about these new features, complete with practical examples. So let's get started. So our first function is JSON path exists. This function checks whether a specified JSON path exists in a given JSON string or not. So the use case of this is when you need to verify if a particular key, object, or array exists in a JSON document before accessing or manipulating it. So let me show you an example how this function works. So I have my first example set here. You can see that I have a JSON declared here, and it has a key value pair name Shaz and the array with details. The JSON path exists function takes the JSON variable and then takes the JSON path to see if the path exists. Now I will execute this, and you can see that the path exists is 1. It means this path exists. So I'll give you another example. If you execute this statement, now what I'm checking here is that I'm checking in the details if the age exists. So if I will execute, you can see that the path is 1. It means that this exists. But now if I try some other value, let's say I try country and execute it, the path exists will be 0. It means that path does not exist. You can see that it returns an integer. So every time if the path exists, it will return 1, and doesn't exist, it will return 0. Our next function is JSON object. JSON object basically constructs a JSON object from a set of key value pairs provided as an argument. So for example, if you want to create a structured JSON object directly within the SQL queries, either from your tables or from a JSON variable, you can use this JSON object function. So let me give you an example how this works. So basically, let me write some JSON here. So let's say I have this JSON. I have this key value pair, that name and the age. So basically from this key value pair, name Shaz, age 30, I can construct a JSON using JSON object function. So if you execute it, you will see that I have executed my JSON like this. Let me show you here. So this is a JSON that is being created from this. So let's say if you want to create an array within the JSON object, to do this, you will use JSON query, the function we talked about earlier, and this will allow you to create an array within the JSON object. So if I execute it, you will see that the query, the JSON will be like this. So you would have the name Shaz, age 30, details. Details is an array. It will have the age and the city, which will be the array for us. So now let's see how we can construct our JSON object from our SQL tables. So let's say I have these two tables, employee and department. You can see the data. We have 3 employees. 2 employees belong to department ID 1, which is an IT department, and the third one employees belong to accounting. So you want to extract basically data for the ID departments, how many employees we have, and we need to build this into a JSON object. How would we do that? So for the query, let me show you. The query is going to be like this. So first we are doing a join between employee and department table using the department ID to extract the department name, and this is how we'll build the JSON object. So basically inside JSON object we can use key value pair. The first, our key would be ID, name, department ID, and salary, and our values would be the data we extract from the 2 tables. So if I execute this statement, you can see that we are building our JSON like this. We have the ID, name, and the salary, and this is how we can extract the JSON from the tables. So our last function is JSON array. JSON array, what it does is creates a JSON array from set of values provided as arguments. So basically you can build JSON arrays from values or lists. For example, you have list of skills, IDs, or any data which is list based. So to give you an example, let me show you how we can build a JSON array from the. So this is our old example. So let's say I want to build an array like this. So let's say I have I have a requirement to build array like this. For example, name, last name, and the age. So how would we accomplish this? So to do this, for example, we're going to be using our JSON array function, JSON array like this. Let me remove this. So inside JSON array, what we need to add, so let's say I want to grab the information like two key value pairs like this, right? Let me show you so let's say I want to grab the information like name, last name, and the age. So if you see there, if I execute this, you'll see we're going to get some error that incorrect syntax. So what we need to do here, we need to add this as a JSON object, because this is our one JSON object that we need to execute. So if I run this, what you see, I made a mistake. You need to make sure this is in JSON array, and now you will get your JSON array as we expect. So let's say now you want to have multiple, actors here, you want to add multiple, JSON objects. How would you do that? So same thing. You basically, you grab the information for the others. Inside here, you add it, and then you can just select, and then you will see that we'll have a JSON array with two objects. Now I see here that the column name there's no column name. So how we can fix it? So let me push this to the next row, and then let's give it a name. Let's say actors. And if I execute now, you will see that my JSON array with two objects is with the name actors. So let's say now if I want to expand this further and I want to execute JSON like this, right? We have the same JSON, same array like before, but we want to add a movie name and the release year. Like for example, Iron Man came out 2008, and it has two actors. How would we do this? So to build this, basically, you can see that our whole JSON object, basically, if you want to add the movie name and the release year, this basically is JSON object, right? So you had to wrap everything around inside a JSON object like this. I will write my JSON object, and we have the JSON array inside, and then you have to like just go another, and you will see that I have my JSON object built. So I'm getting an error here. So yeah. So basically, what I need to give the name, right? So for example, I have like let's say actors here, and then basically everything has to be key value pair. So I need to give actors and then key and my value. So if I execute this now, you will see that I have my actors array like this. Now I want to add, if you see my JSON, I had to add movie name and the release year, right? So yeah. So basically, I can just add. Inside, I can add two more key value pairs, like say one, sorry, like this, and then add another one. So the first one would be my movie name, which is this one, and movie name would be Iron Man. So let me see Iron Man, and then my release year would be 2008. So this is how inside the JSON object we can build basically multiple JSON objects, and then you can have a JSON array like this. So if I execute this now, you will see that the JSON is as we expect as this one. We have the movie name, which is an object, JSON object, release year, and then we have array as an array of actors. As you can see that when we execute the statement, there was no column name came up. So let's say you want to name this movies, right? So you can just give the name movie, and if you execute it, you can see that we have the object as movies now. So that's a wrap. So if you found this helpful, please give a video thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Code with Shaz, and see you in the next videos.